Welcome back to Revit 2020 Basic Architectural Modeling. In this video, we are going to learn how to add floor, internal wall, and ceiling. Now let's use the previous 3D model to begin with this exercise. In Project Browser, select Level 0. We're going to add ground floor slab. To create a floor, define its boundaries by picking walls or sketching its profile with drawing tools. Click on Architecture tab. In Build panel, look for Floor. From the drop-down, select Floor Architectural. The wall is now grayed out and you have created a modified Creating Floor Boundary tab. You are now locked within these tools. Most of the tools from the ribbon are grayed out. This allows you to create boundary of the floor and ready to draw slab. To escape from the floor boundary, you need to either to hit the big cross or complete the floor and then hit the big tick to finish this edit mode. You can draw the floor boundaries using one of the following methods. Pick wall. This is by default setting. If it's not active, click Modify, Create Floor Boundary, Drawing tab, and click to select Pick Wall. Select wall, or you can use line and rectangular tools in Draw panel to draw the floor boundaries. When you select Pick Wall tools, make sure Extend into Wall is tick. This will depend on what system you might want to take into the structural system of the wall. Once we have selected the full side of the wall, we can complete the floor boundary. Clicking on big tick. Now the new floor created at level 0. We now go to level 1 and use other method to draw the floor. Architecture tab, floor, and architectural floor commands. Now this time we can use rectangle. To finish, click on big tick in the edit mode. Now we have a new floor at level 1. Go to the 3D view. You can see there's a floor added. In order to see the detail, we can add a section. Go to level 0, go to View tab, select section. From the section, make sure the depth of the section outside the external wall. Just double click outside the model to complete the task. Now go to section 1, which is we just created. Click on it. We can see there's a 2 floor added into the model. Go to Property, Graphic, and in the Details level, we can change from Cost to Fine to see the details of the floor. For internal wall, we start from level 0. Go to Architecture tab, Wall Commands, select Architecture Wall, and then we need to choose internal wall. For this exercise, we choose any one of the internal wall from the drop down. Now, Modify Place Wall tab created here. We can use line, rectangular, polygon, and any other different tools to create the wall. We start with using the line to draw the wall. Make sure the change option is untick, so when you draw the wall, it wouldn't be a continuous line. We finished to add internal wall at level 0. Hit the escape key twice to come up from the commands. We can resize the whole building footprint by select one of the external wall, click and drag to a new location. We now go to level 1. Using the same command for internal wall, we can now start to draw internal wall at level 1, we need to choose internal partition. Here we use line to draw the wall. Once we completed, hit the escape key in your keyboard twice to escape from the command. Now, because this is a start partition, if you want to change the internal wall to bearing wall, we can select both internal partition in the corridor and go to property, change it to the basic wall. In order to check whether internal floor at level 1 right up to the roof level, we can select one of the wall, right click, select all instant in entire project, and from the properties palette you can see here top constraints is up to level roof, and then the unconnected height is 4 meters. We can go to the section and look at this. Let's create another section view. We now have 2 sections. At section 2 we can see the internal wall from level 0 up to level 1. Let's sketch to draw ceilings to the model. The command we're going to use is very similar to creating a floor. Go to Architecture tab, Ceiling, and select Generic Ceiling. Now go to the Modify Place Ceiling tab, select Sketch Ceiling Tool. It will create Modify Ceiling Boundary tab, select Rectangle Tools, click on the area you want to place the ceiling and continue until you finished all the ceiling. Now in order to sketch a ceiling in this L-shaped area, we need to use line tools to do that. Select the beginning point, we now finished to sketch ceiling for level 0. Once we have complete to sketch the ceiling, select the tick and click on it to complete the task. Go to the section view to see if the ceiling been drawn. To see the ceiling layout, go to ceiling plan, click on level 0 and click on it. You can see from the properties palette offset height is 2.6 meter. Now this indicates ceiling at 07, height is 2.6 meter from level 0. We now finished adding floor, internal wall and ceiling. Thank you for watching. Please follow the next video.